Welcome everybody back to A&M in the AM, episode 19. I'm here with the TikTok star of the group now. My man hit 1 million views on one of his videos over the weekend, I think
It
it
is what
was.
it is.
I mean,
No.
gained how many followers in like a day's span? Like
Um,
3,000?
30 over 3,800 because I did hit 4,000 last night.
Oh, you did? You did? All right.
Yeah, I actually soared past 4,000. I just got 84 more followers, so I'm at 4127 now.
How many views is that video at now?
It is at 1.2 mil.
Okay. Now, I feel like that was the most unlikely video that you thought was gonna go viral.
Like I said, I thought that it would get a few thousand, especially since like that's what might have been doing.
Yeah, I was gonna
I
say
didn't expect to go to sleep and just wake up with it over 100K and with 2,000 followers or whatever,
see
1,000, whatever
we
it was.
you didn't wake up till like noon that day or get on any social media till like noon at
Yeah, I
least.
didn't look at it. I was like
And
around, but I didn't look at anything.
because at like 10 a.m. Joe sent it in our group chat and he said 24 is at like 300K. I was like, no fucking way. And I went and looked and I was like, what? And then it slowly just kept going. And by that night, I think you were at like 800K. And then the next morning you were at 1 mil.
Mm-hmm.
So it's obviously kind of
It was
slowed off there,
crazy.
but I
I
mean,
mean, once you
you
hit
finally
1
hit it.
mil, it's kind of hard to keep going, though.
Yeah, you finally hit that algo that you've been looking for and got your followers. Your videos will be consistent now. So I mean, good for you.
I would hope so, but
Put in the work
I
there.
tried two more after they flopped. One of them got deleted because of the sound. So
I mean, it's understandable what the sound was, though.
oh yeah, the other one after it got 3,000.
Aiden goes a little bit too hard sometimes. So,
It did actually get my Troy one up to almost 15,000, so that's
oh yeah,
good.
I did see because that was hovering right under 9K, and then that hit like 10K once your one started popping off, and then it was going up slowly.
Yeah,
So
I still don't know how to feel. Like it's just like a movie, especially how it was the other
I
day. Every
mean,
time I'd go on the talk, it would like freeze and stuff because I had so many notifications. Like I know how it feels to be cool.
talking about your life's a movie. I mean, you're becoming best friends with an MLB player too now. I mean,
It is what it
Willie,
is. I mean, like I
Willie,
said,
go ahead.
like I said about the other thing. I mean, it just happens.
It's
Yeah, Billy and I are
Willie
boys.
Castro, right?
Mm-hmm.
Willie Castro. He doesn't communicate with you too much, only in emojis for now. But I mean, you're building
Yeah.
that relationship.
Let me actually get some examples here. We've been going since February. I was sending him stuff in February, but he wasn't replying until July.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so oh, when they did summer camp. The first time he responded to me, it was in summer camp, and he had like this video of Doel Lugo eating on his
Oh, I
story.
remember that
He
video.
was like,
Yeah.
and stuff, and like when Lugo was eating, and he was like doing it every day. So like I said, I was like, just keep this up, Willie. You and Lugo are funny. And then he liked it and sent like a crying, laughing. And then we had a message that got liked in July. The rest of July was kind of slow. August, he sent me a flexing emoji, and then I had him on my story, and he put it on his story, and then sent a flexing with the heart. Oh, he did respond in words one time. He,
He
he
did.
usually likes the message, and then he'll send some emojis. He did say, because I put most underrated player in the system. Happy to see you show what is in store for the future. And I had it on my story, and he responded, said, "Thanks, bro," and then with the flex and a heart.
So slowly, and slowly, you're working a relationship with him. But right now, it's kind of like, it,
Yeah, I mean, and
yeah.
then like last Wednesday when I had it on my story, I was like, I tried telling them they weren't ready for you, and he responded and said, "LOL," with like the the praising hands
Yeah, the praise the hand clap emoji.
and two fires. So I mean, then then the past few messages he's just been responding with flames. So
But
I
at
have
least you're
gotten
getting
a
that
few
response.
words.
He knows.
Yeah,
who you are.
I was talking with Joe today. I'm thinking about learning Spanish.
I mean, if we want him as a guest star, one of us has
That's
to.
what I was hoping.
And I got a D in Spanish, so
I never did it.
I know hola. that's about all.
I mean, yeah.
So talking about other Tigers players, there's the third baseman's. Oh, I'm gonna botch his name.
Sergio Alcantara.
There you go. And he hit a solo shot in his first at bat in the majors. I mean, I did not even expect. I remember I turned on the Tigers game. I was like, oh, they're winning. I'll give it a watch for a second. And that man comes to the plate and just cracks one into.
That was the first time someone had done it since 1974 in his first at bat
for the Tigers.
Yeah.
So I mean, hopefully he's starting again today at third.
Yeah, I saw that.
So is Paredes not starting?
They just can't give Paredes consistent at bats for whatever reason anymore. I don't know why.
I mean, I feel like hold on.
He started off good and then they started sitting him and now he's not looking as good anymore. It's because he plays like twice a week now.
I feel like they should move Castro out to the outfield and then move I already forgot his name over to short and then put Paredes at third.
Yeah, because I mean Sergio's a shortstop anyway, but that was his first. That was like he's only played like a handful of games at third base in the minor leagues anyway. So that was kind of weird that they keep throwing him there.
So that's what I'm saying. They move Sergio over to short, Willi to outfield for Christian Stewart, but it
makes sense. I mean, why they keep putting him there. I mean, it's not that much of a transition.
I mean, obviously, and they might want to. I feel like I know they have Paredes, but I feel like the Tigers are kind of a question mark at the third base for their future.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I thought I muted on that. I was gonna say I think Sergio going over to third base is a lot easier to transition instead of Willi Castro going out to left field. Is why they're probably doing it.
I mean, and it looks like, honestly, I don't want to say it, but Candelario's not doing bad at first base.
Oh, yeah, he's great over there.
So, I mean, now you run into a situation. What do you do at Torkelson? Do you play him at first or third now?
He's going to stay at third, they said.
Third. So now you have Torkelson, or you have Candelario at first, obviously an older guy at second, so maybe you think about Sergio at second or Willi at second.
I don't think Sergio Alcantara's in the future plans. I don't think he's ever been. They're just giving him a chance right now. I mean, unless he like absolutely shows out, but he is still like 22, 23.
I saw he was 21. Maybe he was 22 then.
Yeah, he might be. I know he's still really young, so I mean, he's just getting some at bats to be back in Toledo next year. But
so I mean,
it just makes it easier because if the ideal situation is they extend scope, and keep Paredes at third base, so that way, and it makes it easier for they don't actually have to force Torkelson up. I mean, which they weren't going to do anyway.
I was gonna say that's kind of ideal for the Tigers. I mean, don't bring your best player in your system up for the next 3 years. So that's ideal plans right there.
Makes it easier for them not to force it because either way, they're saying if he is up next year, it'll be like halfway through. So, I mean, if they don't extend scope, I would say Paredes probably goes to second base. That's where he was looking like he was going to be anyway.
All right.
And
then Torkelson at third, and then Castro at short.
Yeah, I'm in favor. I mean, I've always been in favor of Scope staying, so I'm in favor of him staying and Paredes staying at third.
And we also just got that guy from the Cubs for Maben. So
I guess that guy's going to be so irrelevant. I don't even know. I mean, it was a weird thing because like you get someone out of him, but he's not going to be part of anything you do.
Yeah, I might have just been trying to get value. I don't even know it's probably no value at all.
Unless they're like hoping to package him with somebody else sometime, but
it's the Tigers.
I don't know what's up with that dude.
It's the Tigers. They won't do anything for the next 5 years.
But because I'm not going to complain about it because it's not like Maben was making a big difference. I mean, hope to see him back next year for his fourth time around.
Oh, he will be. He will be. You know, he always makes his way back to the Tigers somehow.
But because he wasn't doing very good, and it really opened the door for Bonifacio and Demerit. Who
Yeah, and
Demerit should have been
Bonifacio's
given
doing
some
pretty
chances.
decent.
Yeah, Bonifacio started off real slow. I was hating to see him out there with Christian Stewart at the same time, but now he's picked it up a little bit. So, I mean,
So
and Demerit too out there.
talking about, I mean, you said slow start there for Bonifacio, but I feel like the Tigers had a very fast start in the season. Now we're off to kind of like a slumpiness here, and we're sitting the 3 games behind the 8th seed Yankees, which are in a big slump right there. They've been whining more than I've ever heard a team whine before. They complained
They
about.
haven't whined as much yet as they did in the offseason about the Astros. They're not quite there
No, I
yet.
mean, especially with the Blue Jays last night when they said the Blue Jays were cheating and
And
brighten the lights.
I mean, Cole said against the Rays that they were cheating. So
And
everybody's
they
just
said the Blue
apparently
Jays
cheating
were
against the
they
Yankees
said Blue Jays
nowadays.
they said the Blue Jays were stealing their signs from second base.
Okay,
Which,
that's what happens.
yeah, no, which is totally legal because you're allowed to steal signs from second base. As long as like you're allowed to steal signs from second base as long as it's someone in play, you know. And they were
I
saying
feel like it's either got to be something with Aaron Boone just complaining about everything, or just the players aren't doing as good, and they don't want to blame themselves. They want to blame everybody else, and especially like it made the Astros such an easy scapegoat for them
yeah.
that they're just riding it out and saying everybody's doing it now.
Now with the Yankees struggling so much though, and I feel like they'll continue to struggle, that leaves a wide open spot for that 8th seed. And
I mean,
it
it's
right
getting
now it's a
close though, because
what?
The Orioles are right there with the Tigers, and the Mariners are coming up too. It was just the Tigers in sole possession for a little bit, then they lost like they lost the 4 out of 5 against the Twins, and now it opened up the door for the
And I
Orioles.
don't want to say it, but the Angels are right there too. They have 17 wins. I mean, you can't deny that. They're right there. You
Sure,
can't sit there and deny that they're out of that spot right there.
sure.
But you also have the Astros, which could fall out because they are 21-20. Mariners could make a push and take that 2nd seed in the West.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a lot that can happen within this last month or so in the season.
I never would have thought the Mariners would be up there either, though. So
Yeah, they said a lot of teams are pushing for a playoff drought to end. The White Sox, the Blue Jays, the Orioles, Mariners, and Tigers are pushing for their droughts to end for the playoffs. At
and the
least
Marlins, kind of.
I said Marlins.
Oh,
I said Orioles, Marlins, Tigers. Yeah, Marlins haven't made it since 2001.
I feel like the Padres have been a while too.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to the NL there,
Oh,
but Padres, Phillies, Cardinal. Wait, no.
I said the Cardinals were last year.
Yeah. Okay. So Padres, Phillies, Marlins, and the Mets and the Reds. Because they're saying
I'd say the
that
Reds over the Mets. The Mets won the World Series like 6 years ago.
they're just. I think they did 5+ years that haven't been in the
That's
it's been 5+ years since they've been in the playoffs. So I mean, the NL's strong. You got the Dodgers, you got the Braves that are coming really hot. The Cubs that are hot. Padres are one of the hottest teams in baseball. Phillies don't understand how they're there. Cardinals, they're decent, I guess. And then the Giants are just coming out of nowhere. I don't understand how the Giants are doing what they're doing.
it's all the teams everybody wrote off.
Not all the teams. I mean, you wrote off the Cubs at the beginning of the season.
I did.
There's video evidence of that. You said I don't believe. I think you even said they finished last.
No, I didn't say that because the Pirates are in another. No, they're in the East.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, they're in the Central. Yeah, so I said the Pirates were going to be last.
yeah. But you said the Cubs were not going to do fare well at all this year. And I mean,
I
with
didn't
the
think so.
downfall of the Brewers and
Yeah, them too.
and then the Cardinals not doing good at all. I mean,
Cardinals are about to play 19 games in 14 days.
They are.
Yeah,
Jesus
starts
Christ.
this week because all the ones they missed.
How much? that has to be like exhausting.
So you got to hope to steal a few. And I know the Tigers play the Braves or Brewers tonight and tomorrow,
How
and then
many
they have
how
the
many
Twins
doubleheaders is
again.
that for
I
the
don't know.
Cardinals?
It's at least 3 or 4.
Yeah, because 1914.
Um, but they have the Twins, I think, again, or maybe the White Sox, someone like
Um,
that. And then they have the Cardinals, part of that stretch that the Cardinals are on. So
so the
hopefully, you can steal a
Tigers, they
few.
have the Brewers today and tomorrow. They have a doubleheader versus St. Louis on
Oh,
Thursday.
okay, so it's
We have a
before.
3-game series versus the White Sox, and then we have Monday off. And then 2-game series versus KC, and then 4-game series versus Cleveland. Monday
They end
off.
it in Minnesota.
What?
They end the season in Minnesota, so that's going to be a
No,
big
they do not.
stretch.
They end it in KC.
They just said on the radio yesterday that's in Minnesota. Maybe it's one of the last series, but maybe they
Yeah,
weren't counting the Royals as a series.
because they have the 4-game series versus Cleveland, and then the Monday off 2-game series versus Minnesota, and then a 4-game series then off this season versus KC.
Okay, that makes sense
And
then.
I believe. Wait, you said they're at the Brewers today or at home today?
We should be home because the last series was in
Yeah,
Milwaukee.
so they end off the series in KC then, or end off the season in KC, which is good. I mean, that's 4 games right there that we could possibly steal to help our position.
You would hope so. Meanwhile, everybody else in every other division's done playing their like rivals or their best teams already. Last week they were done. Meanwhile, the Tigers have their whole division still left, which is pretty rigged. But that is the reason why they had the hardest schedule in the Central.
I mean, Central's best team in baseball right now. You could
Yeah,
say.
I mean
I
they hated on it for so long, so it was the worst. They hate to
mean,
see it.
oh, other than the NL West and the A the AL East, the Central is the best team in the baseball. Because NL West obviously
Mhm.
has the Dodgers, San Diego, San Francisco, Colorado, and Arizona. And the East has Tampa Bay, Toronto, New York, Baltimore, and Boston. And it always seems like these good divisions always have one bad team.
Oh yeah, that's because
Having one
they
team.
all feast off of that one team.
And then you
Oh.
obviously have the Central. You have the White Sox, Cleveland, Minnesota, Tigers, and KC. So, I mean, you
I
got
did
those strong
see
divisions.
I did see that at the moment they were saying the draft order, if they don't do like a lottery, if they do just a straight up records, that the Rangers have the worst with the Red Sox second, and I think the Royals third. The Tigers and Blue Jays are like 10 and 11.
Yeah, right now Texas is 13-27, and then you got actually Pittsburgh 13-26, and then Boston, KC, and then Arizona and Washington. So, and then you got those are the worst teams right now.
So the Rangers, if they don't do a lottery, the Rangers are on track to win themselves a nice shiny Kumar rocker.
Which I feel like he'll see the field very early. I feel like the Rangers bring up their guys very early.
I mean, maybe he
I
is
feel
going to
like
be like 21, so you never know.
yeah. Um. Now, other than that, I mean, baseball season obviously has like you said 14 days left, so 2 weeks.
He's a little bit more than that. It's like 3 weeks or so.
We got
Because we have this week in fantasy, then we have the 2 playoff weeks.
So yeah, we have about 3 weeks. Yeah, we have the rest of this week, next week, and then the week after that. So yeah, we have 3 weeks left in baseball, and then post, which should be an interesting because they're going to the bubble. We haven't talked about that much, but they're going to bubble.
Are they?
Yeah, they've officially said they're going to be in Texas and they're going to be in California. They're going to play in Arlington and somewhere else, and then they're going to play in San Diego and LA. So
San Diego's going to go crazy.
it's going to be Slam Diego is going to have a field day there. Like, I couldn't imagine they let teams have home field advantage either. Like for San Diego and LA, I feel like they have them swap.
If they're the higher seed, they could
Yeah.
though. Still though,
I guess. Yeah, you might be right
people
there.
people will be outside of San Diego, like on that balcony in left field and all around the outfield, and all those they have like apartments and stuff that people are already at. That's gonna go crazy if
More.
the Padres have home games there.
I I mean, there was an offer on the table to go to San Diego.
Okay.
I feel like we should go for playoff baseball.
It's not worth it to to fly on that airline to San Diego.
No, I'm saying we go all out.
Or
We
even
go
in
American
general.
or Delta.
I was gonna say Delta, or we aren't talking, dog.
Okay, so we go Delta. We fly out to San Diego. Catch some home run balls from Fernando Tatis.
I don't know about wanting to fly again though. Like it's a little far right there. It's like 4.5 hours at least, probably.
All right, so we leave right after we record this podcast, and we
Now
drive.
we're talking.
Takes us 3 weeks to get there. We stop at some landmarks, but yeah. I mean, playoff baseball is coming, so that's going to be exciting. Now, what's very exciting for me, not exciting for you, we got football tomorrow, Thursday night football, KC versus Houston. First game of the season. I can't remember. KC is allowing fans, so you're going to see a minimum. Yeah, we talked about that. You're going to see a minimum amount of fans in that stadium. I think they said like 10% or something. So
the Chiefs are blowing them out.
Yeah, I mean, we had our on Monday we had our picks of the week, and I had KC as my lock. I mean, no way Houston does anything against KC. They lost everybody. All they have is Deshaun Watson, Will Fuller. They have David Johnson. Oh, he can't do anything. So they're not going to do anything. I'm just excited for football. I mean, we got robbed of college football, really. I mean, you're still seeing a lot of college football happening, obviously, with the other conferences going. And talking about that, you have the ACC and SEC starting this weekend, also on Saturday. You have them playing. I think Clemson's playing like the Citadel or something. Somehow they got an easy matchup. So that's
because they always do. I heard LSU plays like North LSU or something weird, some made up bot school.
You said North LSU?
Yeah, it's some made up place.
Let me see here. No, but I don't know how they're doing this when the rule was made that you only played like in conference.
I think that was just the Big Ten that decided to do that, though.
No, that was
the other ones are keeping them.
No, that's how Notre Dame got moved to the ACC.
Yeah, I don't know then.
Okay, Clemson's playing Wake Forest, and LSU does not play. Oh, wait. Yeah, LSU does not play this week. They must play week 3. Clemson plays. Hold on. Clemson plays the Citadel week 3. Okay. The SEC doesn't start till week 4. I don't understand that, but
yeah, that seems like that's how it always is. They don't really actually. SEC doesn't play until week 9.
So SEC starts week 4 with Florida versus Ole Miss, Auburn versus Kentucky, LSU versus Mississippi State, Georgia versus Arkansas, Alabama versus Missouri, Vanderbilt versus Texas A&M, and Tennessee versus South Carolina. So, I mean, you got those big games right there.
Wait, I got a question.
Okay.
While you've been talking about this, I've been trying to make some fantasy moves.
Okay.
Tell me why I'm trying to activate Alex Bregman off of the DL, and it says it won't go through until tomorrow.
It should go away right away, or should go through right away.
It says I did it because I had to drop someone. I dropped Mitch Moreland, and it says it won't go through till tomorrow that he's activated.
Have any games started?
A few, but like he hasn't and stuff.
I think lineup moves lock around, like especially IL.
I can move everybody right now except for Cardinals and Phillies players.
So I don't know then. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea why. And that kind of screwed you over.
Yeah, because Bregman's got a doubleheader.
Yeah, and then you don't have a third baseman.
I mean, I do. I have Willi Castro playing there. I was gonna sit Trevor Story because him and Charlotte Blackman have been choking it up for me, losing me.
Well, I see you're starting Miguel today too, for one.
Yeah, he's been starting for like the past week or so.
But yeah, I don't know what to tell you on that one. I really do not. I don't know Nick. I don't know if he's gonna know what to do either. So, um, but yeah, fantasy wise, I mean, you got your biggest matchup of the year right now. I feel
Yeah,
like
this is why I'm worried about it. Wait, he's not gonna do anything about it because I'm playing him.
yeah,
Jeez, oh Pete.
but
I'm not gonna
Nick
just
and
sit here and lose out on 2 games from Bregman when he's already up by almost 100 on me. I'm not just gonna sit here and just take this.
I mean, I don't think he will. I think Joe might be right. It might be like a thing with the IL, like you can't activate after games already started, no matter if like their game hasn't yet. So yeah, Mort's having no problem there activating. Mort's in his biggest game this season versus Nick. They're both 5-1. They're fighting for that number 1 seed there, and I mean,
Honestly, I might miss the playoffs if I lose this
you wouldn't miss the playoffs.
because if I lose, I'll be 5-2, and I think like half you guys' divisions.
No, because the winner of the West automatically makes it.
Oh,
So you would be good. Yeah, even though we're 5-1 or 4-2, every single one of us in the East, except Brendan. It's not rigged more.
this is rigged. Why?
This, oh
It just
my
won't let me take him off. I'm not gonna sit here and miss out on a doubleheader.
It's not rigged. You're fine. But yeah, he's
No, because
obviously
if I lose tonight, like I lose the week.
how?
That's a huge comeback. He's almost up by 100 on me already.
It's only been 2 days though. Like this is the
Yeah,
second day.
and my guys have been selling me out like they did to end the last week. Trevor Story struck out on a pitch in the dirt on Sunday with 2 guys on. And then Charlie Blackman comes up in the 8th inning and tries to bunt for a hit. The idiot tries to bunt for a hit. And he just pushes it back to the pitcher. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I actually it's not related to this at all, but I have an idea I want to run past you here more.
Okay.
How would you feel? It wouldn't involve you at all until after the fact. That I would start doing a quick 10-minute weekly fantasy advice show by myself where I showcase my
Or we just have it on here.
well, true. I could do it on here. I was just making it easy for you, for football. It would be for football.
Yeah, you can just do whatever and go crazy.
Okay, on here. I mean, I didn't want to encroach on you here because I know you're not the big football fan. Sometimes you tune out when football comes on, but
You know what happens.
Oh, and also I know last week's episode of A&M was kind of different, and I mean I feel like it was well received on YouTube. We got a decent amount of views.
Yeah,
there.
the first one was. Second one wasn't too.
I think the second one was weird more because you had it unlisted, and then when it got posted, it wasn't moved to the top.
Why had it private?
Yeah, you had it privated, and then it wasn't moved to the top, so it was like I think it didn't hit like the normal algo it should have been on here. We gotta plug in my laptop before we die here. That would be unfortunate. Are we spamming in the group chat about your?
Yeah, and you're also buzzing. Oh, never mind. You're good now. I think we might just have to hang it up here, and so that way I can just go crazy.
Okay.
And freak out about
Yeah.
it.
So kind of a weird A&M today, but nonetheless, it was an A&M. So thank you guys for watching. We're kind of weird in our subscriber department right now, but. We're back down to 67, working our way back up to 70 as fast as we can, We're doing I feel like we're still putting out good content here. So,
Sometimes.
if you guys like us, please subscribe. Helps get to 70. If you're already subscribed, drop a like, or if you just like our content, give us a like. It shows us that you guys are liking the videos we're putting out. So we'll have a Bud's podcast on Friday, Nick and Joe's film room this weekend, I hope, and then I think sometime within the next week or so we'll have a 2K video dropping out, because I feel like we're really doing good on 2K this year. I mean, you might not think that. You might. I mean, right now in Park, I'm on like a 16, 17 game win streak. I haven't lost. The only reason like I'm not currently still on is because we just step off because we want to go do other things. It gets boring just staying on there beating people. But
oh yeah, it makes sense.
But yeah, so a 2K video will be out, and then another Bud podcast on Monday, and A&M will be back for you guys next week. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.
Shout out Andrew and Mort, bro.